Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. I wanted to do a quick video this morning about journaling and planning system that I used in 2023 and what I'm going to be using in 2024. If you have watched my videos before, it's been a while since I've done one of these, and 2023 was really not a good year for me as far as planning and art journaling goes, and you'll see that in my 2023 journals here. And we'll talk a little bit about why, I suppose, and then we'll get into what I'm going to be doing for 2024 in just a minute. So let's get to it. So let's start with what I did in 2023. And I've been using the Hobonichi Techo, the cousin format, in the A5 for several years now. And I use mainly for art journaling, and I follow Doodlewash daily prompts for each month, and so this is July through December, and so this is what I usually like to do. I do a sketch and journal, and try to follow the prompts, but sometimes, if the prompt doesn't have any personal connection to me, then I choose something else. But this is what I enjoy doing for the most part. Yeah. And I'm a teacher. And when August hit, I stopped. There's a lot of things happening at school, and so I just didn't have time to art journal. So most of this book is empty, and I think I tried in September again, but yeah. So unfortunately, most of this book is blank. Lots of blank pages, and I'll have to figure out what I want to do with these pages because I hate for this paper to go to waste. So this was my art journaling, and of course, my January through June one, I think I had a little more art journaling than here. And let's see, this is my planner slash journaling, and I've gone through several iterations of this. Obviously I do use the monthly just to write down events and calendar things. And then the weeks, I started out doing sort of memory keeping, and then I kind of moved on to just sort of a weekly reflection, but it was kind of focused. And so this is kind of the format that I was using, and things I wanted to focus, what I need to do at work, what fun things I did I learn anything new, any noteworthy events, chores that I needed to do, and then general reflection for the week. I track my meals here and my activities from Apple Watch, the number of steps, and so forth. And I did enjoy this format a lot, and I'm going to be doing a modified version in 2024. And I thought, well, maybe I should use this to plan my lessons, and I just didn't enjoy doing it here, so I went back. And yeah, and once again, there are a lot of blank pages here just because, right. And this is in December, and here you don't see a whole lot because we went on an epic vacation to New Zealand and Australia. We left on the 13th and we just got back on the 28th. And I did take this with me, and you'll see it in the daily pages. But instead, in my journal, I had a small field notes book, and I chronicled my trip on this. And I have a Canon IV that I took with me, so I was able to print photos and journal a little bit about what we did. So New Zealand and Australia. So yeah, I did my journaling basically in this little notebook. Yeah. So I enjoy having these little notebooks, separate ones that I do certain things. But yeah, so this is what I did for my trip. And then for my daily, I started out using a time log on the left-hand side and general journaling on the right-hand side. And, you know, I've done a time log for a few years, but it got to a point where I was not really doing it so much, and so it wasn't as useful. And I have all these floor stickers because I did, excuse me, a planner. I created a planner for my youngest daughter who's in college, and I used a lot of these floral stickers for her planner. So I have tons of these left. So I've been using it in my journal. Right, and I try to do a gratitude, and I had the to-do and my general journaling here. Yeah, so this was my format for a while. And then I decided that I didn't really want to do the time log anymore. And after watching Helen over at the Coffee Monster Co., I really enjoyed the way she uses her cousin, and so I thought I would give that a try maybe. And so you'll see towards later that yeah, I think it was here that I would do either gratitude and a little bit of journaling, and then yeah, just general journaling here. And I tried, maybe I thought if I could do a mini sketch, I would be able to do it daily. Yeah, but that didn't last too long. So this is towards the end of this year. And then also I started, yeah, right here, creating Bitmoji stickers. And it may be a little weird for some that I have my Bitmoji for stickers, but I think they're kind of fun. So I download them and on my phone, and I send it to my laptop, and I create these stickers with PowerPoint, and I just print them and cut them. I do not have a Cricut, so I cut these by hand, and it's really not it's not too bad. And I'll show you what the sticker sheets that I have, but I kind of enjoy them. Yeah. So, yeah. And this is probably how I am going to do my journaling for 2024. So I want to show you towards the end. Yeah, this is December, and for the most part in December, I kept up, except when we went on our trip. So this is the day we left, and I think I did journal somewhat the first day, but it just was not sustainable. I even wrote down our itinerary for our trip here, thinking that I was going to put pictures and whatnot, but I ended up doing that in the field notes. And the last couple of days, I suppose, I got back into it. And so now, the last few days, I've been doing a little bit of reflection about this year. So I'm using a couple of different journal prompts. This here is about reflecting back on 2023, and then in the box here is just kind of fun journal prompt for each day of the week. And then this is what we have. So this is what I did in 2023. I had a very tough 2022 and 2023, and I even lost just desire to sketch, which I love doing, and even journaling. And you think that all these emotions that I had, you'd want to journal, but no, instead I didn't even want to write about it. But I think that I'm in a better headspace now. Time is always an issue. I am really busy at school. I teach, but I'm also in charge of a couple of different things at our school, and that takes up a whole lot of time for me. But I also wasted a lot of time, and I think if I use this properly and if I can keep focused, it should go much better. But anyway, so let's talk about 2024. I'm going to be using 3 different things. These are all Hobonichi products. This is the cousin avec, just like before. This is going to be my main journaling journal. This is the cousin. I'm sorry, this is the weeks. And this will be my main planner. And then I have the A6. It's been a while since I've had an A6. I think I bought this cover 4 years ago, maybe 5. And A6 is really not a good size for me for journaling, but I thought that this would be perfect as my art journal. It doesn't have the weekly section, it just has the month and and the daily pages. And it's small enough that I'm hoping I can do a quick sketch and be done, not having to worry about journaling in here as well. I have my cheat sheet here about what I'm planning to do with each one of these. So let's start with my weeks, and I'm going to take it out of my cover. I have a Moterm, I think that's how you say it, cover that I purchased on Amazon. Sorry, this is kind of messy. Right, so this is the mega version of the weeks. And so here, these are the Bitmoji stickers that I've created and I've cut and stuck on some old blank sticker sheet. And so, yeah, these are kind of cute. And so, yeah, this is what I have. Okay. So yeah, let's start. So the tracking, the yearly page, here I am going to be using this to track my activity. So here I have my my key, whether I close my rings, how many steps I've done, and then I've been doing this kettlebell challenge. And so if I do that, then I will mark it. So this is how I'm just going to be using little dots to indicate here so I can see how I did. And of course, this is my monthly. Here's December, just keeping track of my appointments, events at school and etc. And just a general big to-do. And this is for January. And I have not done much here. The rest I've put in school calendar things. Okay. And then for the weekly pages, and here I'm kind of following what Lindsay Scribble does, and I really liked the way she set up the right-hand page of her weeks, where she has a mini tracker at the top and then a running task list, and you can kind of see if you schedule certain tasks, or if it doesn't matter what day you're going to do it, you have a section to do that. And I also wanted to do a meal plan here perhaps, and then just general journaling. And I think I'm going to be changing that up a little bit as well. And so, yeah, this is the 2 weeks that we were gone. And so this is, I think, how I am going to be using. I've broken the left-hand part into 2 sections, and the small section is going to be mainly for appointments and events. And then the left-hand part is going to be, just general important tasks, I suppose, from here. And I haven't set up for the first week. But then, since this is the mega, it has a ton of notes pages. And here I have major events for me and my husband, for the kids. And, I started this TV movies page. I think I'm going to actually create a different collection for that. And I'll tell you why and my purchases. And I started doing kind of a daily journaling, but I think what I want to do is just general, what do I need to do specifically, and what happened, notes and whatever, that's going to go here. And so that is what is here today. And obviously I didn't do it for the days that I was gone. I didn't even take this with me. And so I started to do this week. And then 2024. And I used to do this many years ago, where I, rather than write specific goals for the year, I think about different dimensions of my life and, what is it that I want to be in those dimensions. So I've written down, the first one is about relationships with people, and learning is important to me. I want to get back into art journal, and I have been more focused on my health. I am a diabetic, and I've been steadily improving my sugar levels, and I want my A1C to be less than 6. It's close, and increase activity. And of course, I'm a teacher first. And so these are the things that, and I think intentions is going to be my word for 2024. Yeah. And I love this quote, and I've used it, and I think it's true. And so I have not populated the rest. I'm going to be setting this up today, and yeah, maybe create a couple more collections. So this is my main planner for 2024, and yeah, I have my pencil board that I created, and I also have this little notebook, and I always have this separate notebook here, and it's mainly to take notes of things, and maybe sometimes just formats to try. And so I just find this to be a helpful notebook to have. And so I'm going to start a new section for 2024. And yeah, so that's the planning part. And then I have the Pilot Acroball pen. This is 0.7. I just got this pen. It came with my A6 Techo that I just purchased from Jet Pens, and this came free. Anyway, so yeah. And then if that is my planning, this is going to be my journaling. And so I like to think of my weeks as what I want to do, and this as what I actually did. So this is the reflection journaling part. And I also have, and this is a Multrum cover as well that I got on Amazon. And I also have my Bitmoji stickers and other stickers too, that I have here. And so this is the cover. And I don't think I'm going to be using this much. And so the yearly trackings, the cousin has both January through June and then July through December. So here I'm going to be tracking my learning. So I have a couple of language goals. I'm Japanese, and I can understand spoken Japanese, but I want to be a better conversationalist. So I'd like to do that along with learning a little Korean this year, since I'm a huge BTS fan. Anyway, and then using July through December as my future log, since this notebook only has the first half of the year. And then the monthly, it's just going to be calendar things, events. And then I'm also going to write down here just lessons that I'm going to be doing for each class. It's not a full lesson planning, of course, but it'll help me kind of do a scope and sequence for the rest of the year. And so this is the weekly page, and the 5 different dimensions that I showed in my weeks the I am statements. This is what I want to keep track of here. And then just a general reflection on this side. And I will be doing my food log and my activities here. And then just highlights from the week. And I hope that this will help me track and motivate me to continue to do these things. So I'm kind of excited about that. And I did put some tabs. These are Midori, I believe. It just has numbers. So this is the weekly section. And then I'm also using the color tabs, and these almost exactly matches the colors of the tabs in the Hobonichi, so I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and so here is January, and snowdrops, the January flower, and I think I am going to be writing things that I'm hoping to do in January, and then the last part is kind of reflecting for the month. And each day I want to start with gratitude and some kind of journal prompt, at least for this week. And then the rest is blank. So that's kind of fun. And then I've never used the back pages before ever. But there are kind of fun things here, like favorite things. So this is what kind of made me think that I want to have a collection about movies and books and other things that I watch or read and kind of write about it. And then this is my 100. Well, you know how Spotify does the yearly wrap thing? I'm a Apple Music person, and so there is a thing called Apple Music Rewind, and it lists for me 100 songs that I've listened to the most during a period of time. So I thought that this would be a good place to document that for half of the year, and then of course for the July through December one, I would use it to do the entire year. These are interview questions about the things that you wanted to do, you didn't get to do, and so forth. So I think I want to do that in there. And then as a teacher, I receive gifts at the end of the year or at Christmas time. So I want to kind of keep track of that. And then I have, this is a kokyo from Jibun Techo, the idea book, and I use it for notes and whatever. So I want to continue that here as well. So this is going to be my journal, memory keeping, I suppose, and whatnot. And like I said, this is mainly going to be what I actually did. And so hopefully I can continue that. So here I'm using Energel pens. This is the Clina in 0.4, and this is just a regular Energel in 0.5. I do love these pens a lot. They write really well. The only problem I have with these is that it is not waterproof on Tomoe River paper. And so most highlighters won't work if you do highlighting on top of what you wrote. And so it's not something that I want to use in my art journal or even in my planner, which I tend to highlight things a lot. But for here, I think, and I enjoy writing with it. So this is, yeah. And then finally, I have my A6 Techo, and so I have two pens here. One is the Uni Jetstream multi-pen. These are ballpoint ink, so it's definitely waterproof, and it has a pencil, so it's easy for me to sketch and whatnot. And this is a Uni Pen pen, like in 0.3, but it's a pigment ink pen, so perfect for sketching. And so the original Techo has the yearly section, and I am going to see if I can keep track of my social media posts here. And I was not very good about posting things or just going on social media in general in 2023. So hopefully I get a little better on that as well. And then for the monthly section, I'm just going to be writing down the monthly prompts from Doodlewash. And that's the main thing that I use. Check out Charlie's website. It's incredible. If you like to sketch, and great people there. I've met a lot of nice people just doing the daily prompts. And so these were created by Mary Roth, and check out her Instagram because she has great, her sketches are fun. And then, this is going to be my first that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And I think the first prompt is fireworks, so that should be fun. And I think that I'll probably incorporate some kind of a quote. I'm not sure if I'm going to be journaling in here. We'll see. All right, so that is my 2024 lineup. And I hope I can keep up and be a little more mindful and intentional about my time. If you have any questions about anything that you saw, I'm happy to answer them. Please comment below, and I will link my Instagram in the description, and I will be posting, I suppose, my daily pages, the sketch anyway, and maybe sometimes my journaling. And thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.